Welcome back to the channel. You are watching Journey with us. We are a digital nomadic family in Tanzania, in a small town in Tanzania. Today, I'm going to give you some juicy details on how you can use the creator economy to fund your travels and your lifestyle in Africa to live your dream life in Africa. Because this is what we've been doing for the past 3 to 4 years. Instead of dealing with all the hyper inflation in America, all of just the nonsense, all of the red tape. We wanted to explore back in 2020, back when Magufuli was in office in Tanzania. We were like, wow, it looks like such a beautiful place. Let's go on ahead and explore. And that's what we did. We went to Zanzibar, we went to Kilwa, Kisiwani, we've been up and down the Swahili coast, we've been in the Tonga region, we've been in a lot of different places exploring and enjoying the journey. But you cannot travel the world like this and travel Africa, wherever you're looking to go, without having resources and having money, right? Because a lot of people get into this mind trap of thinking, okay, let me just pick up and leave. I can go across the world and then I'll invest in a business that I've never done before, I have no experience in. But since I have capital, it should work. Theoretically, you're like, okay, that makes sense. But the reality is you need to have experience in an area before you go forth and try to run a business. For us, that was marketing, global business development, and copywriting and all of these types of things. My husband, he does video editing, right? And so for you, before you ever leave, you need to have your business that is based in America. I will leave a business bank account down below if you need that, because that is going to allow you to get grants and funding from America, okay? On top of that, you need to be able to pay your costs, right? You need to be able to pay your visas. Emergencies happen not only in America, but all over the world. And so you need to have things set up with your finances so that you're good when you're abroad. So let's get back to the creator economy. We were recently talking to our clients within Dream Life Africa and Multiply Your Talents. If you don't know what those are 2 courses. Dream Life Africa helps people move to and explore Africa, right, while they are a digital nomad. And so there's business ideas in there and different things that are going on with the over 80 students that are currently in it. And then Multiply Your Talents is a higher caliber course that's an incubator for 8 weeks that we have that helps people who are hopefully in America. You shouldn't start this late, okay? Who are hopefully in America to actually hone in on their expertise with email marketing, with sales funnels, and with all of that good stuff, so that you don't have to go online and search for jobs all day, so that you can be the job. Don't search for jobs. We don't want jobs. We don't want to work 40 hours a week. Not at all. We work about 4 to 5 hours a day at most, and some days it could be 1 to 2 hours, depending on if we're traveling or what we have to do and accomplish in that day. So with all of that being said, my first tip for you is to go ahead and get a high value skill like writing. Even if you are not a writer, you want to learn how to master writing and creating your own content and telling your own story, because every business person, every entrepreneur, everyone in the world needs to be able to communicate efficiently, negotiate different types of contracts and deals. This is a skill that will take some time to learn, but if you start right now, like literally get out a notepad today and start journaling. Get used to writing for yourself and telling your story, telling how you feel, telling what you want to do, telling what your goals are. And then as you do this every day for the next 30 days, you're going to realize, okay, I'm actually comfortable enough to where I feel like I can post content on Facebook. I can post content on YouTube. I can post content and join this multi-billion-dollar creator economy that is projected to basically rule the world, right? Because that's basically the area the world is heading into. Gone is the time where people would rely on their 9-to-5s to accomplish things. And if you think about it, a 9-to-5 is like a new concept, because prior to industrialization in America and across the world, there weren't 9-to-5s. People had their skills, they had their talents, and the people that were good with their skills and talents learned how to communicate and find people that needed what they offered. And so that's what we do inside of Multiply Your Talents, and that is something that you are going to have to get used to. This could be content writing, graphic design, video editing. If you're someone that likes to cook, and you're like, oh, I want to travel abroad, why don't you create content around cooking and traveling abroad? But the key here, the key word in the creator economy is creator. You have to create content. You can't be on the sidelines and say, okay, I'm gonna have somebody else create the content and sit back and just do whatever. That's not how business works, right? Like, you're not going to try to start a business and then leave and think, okay, my business is just going to run on its own. That's not reality anywhere in the world. You have to be in the business doing the work, right? You have to be mastering your skills and your talents. You have to be looking back on your client results, looking back on your interactions with clients and saying, okay, what do I need to fix in this business to get to the next level? Or, hey, what do I need to fix with my operations? Who do I need to hire? What should I invest in? You have to be in it for the long haul. And that is why we always advise. Now, some people will tell you not to do this. You'll hear this saying, oh, do something for revenue or money and then do something that you're passionate about but don't get paid for it. We completely disagree with this concept. Do the thing that you're passionate about, because when the business gets difficult or when it's in hard seasons or when you have to save, right? When you have to save for the business and invest in other areas or whatever you have to do to continue the business, your passion is going to be the thing that keeps you running. If you're not passionate about something, you're not going to continue doing it. This is why we're still doing Journey with Us. This is why I'm still a writer after almost 8 years, which literally sounds crazy, but that's a whole different video. You have to be passionate about what you're doing. But I'm going to wrap this up for this video because you know that I could go on this topic all day. But those were just my quick tips for you. If you're looking to travel to Africa in 2024, master writing, listening to your own voice, talking about your own stories. Number 2, make sure you have your personal finances in order. Set up your business bank accounts in America. Have multiple accounts, right? And there will be some linked below if you need information on that, right? Look at the creator economy and understand as a business person, because there are not lots of jobs in Africa or around the world for that matter. There's not even lots of jobs in America. As a business-minded person, somebody that has a skill and a talent, you are going to have to invest time and resources into your skill. Once you master your skill, you're going to have to invest time and resources into finances, marketing, and all the stuff that it takes to run a business. And this is just part of that growth cycle of self-development and business development. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. Check out the links below because we have all kinds of content on this topic. And we have a free guide for you. So check it out below. Talk to you soon. Shalom.